I'm a female. Salt on the female. Are you serious?
Yes, I need it.
No, I did not.
You hit me.
Oh, you're getting a whole lot.
Get the fuck off me! Place here at 3400 Wilson Boulevard. You have a fight going on here.
Get off me! I cannot believe.
One man and one woman.
Get off me! I'm not stealing.
And then he went on camera and said, "I'm sorry, but that doesn't change.
It should not be good enough."
And I saw people, like in the comment section, and I was like, listen to other people's opinions, and they were just saying, "Well, that's what happened when you shouldn't steal." Blah blah blah. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter if she stole or not. But she didn't even steal because they checked her bag.
Right. And that's what she
said. You can check my bag.
But I'm just like, it doesn't matter. Like, that's unacceptable.
Yeah, it doesn't.
And that's what makes me feel like, are these your truest intentions? Like, you kicking us out the store, like literally kicking us out the store. But it's just, we got to draw the line. We have to stop patronizing these establishments.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that everyone's a victim and that there are no shoplifters out there. I do know that there are, but you can't treat everyone like a shoplifter because everyone is not shoplifting, and you can't treat, even if they were shoplifting. Let the professionals handle that.
So we got to stop because, and it's a certain pride you get from, I remember, because I live in Silver Springs, so I found a black-owned beauty supply store. And it's not as close to my house, but it was a certain pride that I got shopping in there. And she was, and I'm not even saying this just because she was like it was African-owned, and she spoke first thing when my mother and I went in the store. She kept asking me, and it wasn't like, you need help. Right. What do you need help with today? Can I help you? It was just a certain, I had no problem spending $20 on something that I usually be like, I ain't getting that today. Right. And I had no problem. It was such a prideful experience. Yeah. And that's how it should feel.
Yeah.
Giving back to our own.
That's how it does feel. Yeah. That's why I try as hard as possible, everything that I do. Of course, it's limited because right now.
Exactly.
But we need to be able to boycott some of these businesses so we can get them into someone else's neighborhood out of ours, so we can have an opportunity to buy those businesses back and own them, and then we can all have that sense of pride, and it'll be convenient too. And like I said in the beginning of the show, have more political clout, because they kind of take a little of our political clout away from us because they have the money. Politics equals money. Like, power equals money. So we have businesses where we're like, okay, well, we as a black business organization, we're going to fund you if you do this for black people, or we're going to give this much for that. But if we don't have an economic base, we can't do that.
Exactly.
We're too dependent on their businesses.
Sure.
We're too dependent. Like, we don't even know another place. Like, we don't know a black cleaners or a black whatever. Like, you found that black beauty supply store, but
it's not the closest.
Right.
Either,
exactly.
So
we're way too dependent.
Exactly.
If we need to get something really fast, we are kind of like doomed to going to them. Like, we have no other choice.
It's a habit, and I think it's just like you said, the political clout, like that stems from just black people needing to be more financially savvy and just needing to be more financially aware. Yeah. But that's a process too. But it's baby steps, and this is one small step.
Yes.
Stop going to these establishments who only want our money but don't appreciate us as a customer.
Absolutely.
Simple.
Yeah, and do you know that nearly 95% of Asian businesses are located in our areas?
I believe that.
It's not a coincidence.
No, it's not.
95% of their businesses are in our areas. And people that are in the black community try to move out and go somewhere else to get away from black community, but obviously it's a gold mine. Yeah. So why wouldn't you want to open up a business in the black community? Because these people are wising up and they're doing it.
Like, we just have to be aware of ourselves. And I hope that video, it's unfortunate that she had to go through that. But it's a wake up call.
And let me say, if you Google that type of situation, Asian store owner, black woman, it happens so often. There's another video of an Asian store in the mall type of thing, holding on to a young girl's arm. She looks like she was in high school or something. She's like, "Get off of me, get off of me." And he was like, "No, no, I'm not going to get off of you." Like, it was like at least a good 2 minutes of him grabbing her. And then it's like, we're our guys for protection, our men for protection. But then you can't get on them too bad because you got a lot of black women, feminist tips, talking about, "I don't need no man, and we can do everything that men can do," and so on and so forth. So then when stuff happens, the dudes is probably already trained to like, y'all can, exactly. So we need to get off of that tip, and they need to start being the protectors of our community as well. But yeah, so many videos like that.
I believe it, and they got the right one, because man, you know, but it's just like everybody doesn't retaliate the same,
right?
So I can understand that, but it is definitely a wake-up call. Like, we have got to start investing in our own, in little ways, like, you know, just little things. And I know, like you said, it's difficult to find those establishments, but if you have to go the extra mile, I mean, sometimes it's worth it, you know,
or at least sometimes, or half the time. So if it's something you gotta hurry up and get for work in the morning or whatever, then cool, but we can slow it down. We can definitely, even if we buy most of our products from Target instead of the beauty supply store. Even though Target is white owned,
but it's got
white.
It's got, you know, black owned.
Yeah, but my thing is that, because some people out there are probably going to be like, well, if you stop messing with stop buying from the Asians, then you're going to end up buying more white. I'm willing to take that sacrifice, even though you know how I feel about white supremacy and all that. But I'm willing to sacrifice, spend a little bit more with the white companies, the white major companies now, just to get those small Asian companies not to go out of business, because I don't think anybody should go broke or whatever, but just go into another neighborhood, relocate. Exactly. So we have to sacrifice, take an L, and spend more with the whites. Let the Asians move into another neighborhood so we can buy. When they're gone, we can be more sustainable in our communities. Then we can fully go back.
How financially well off they won't be, because our dollar has been removed.
Right, exactly. Like I said, 1.1 trillion power, 1.1 trillion in spending power is, which will technically make us the 16th richest country in the world.
And we just keep investing it in
everybody else. Because you have to think about it. The gas stations owned by the Indians, the beauty supply store, and owned by the Asians, the nail salon Asians, the hair salons Dominican, some black, barbershops black, yes. But you got a lot of Asian barbershops now, because they're wising up on that too. What else do we use? The supermarkets are white. Yeah. You know, everything we use, we're the only group of people that everything we use, we're so dependent on other people that are not us.
And it's, I mean, and I'm not a business owner. I can't speak for you.
Well, you do.
I have my own,
business,
So it is just like to know that my own support me. I really could care less if, Samantha or Ashley, the white girls, because it's just, like I said, it's a pride thing. So
and we have enough money.
Exactly.
It kills me when people are like, man, you better, like, even with the show, why you don't cater to everybody? Why it's just black? Because we have enough people to make a success.
And that's not the vision.
Yeah.
So when it comes to like the beauty supply stores like that, and I often think like these are not things that's gonna go out of style. People are always gonna pay to look good.
Yes.
For vanity. So if one closes, another one will open. But why not help that to be a black owned business?
Absolutely, 100%. And so even though I know we have the Jay-Z's and the Beyoncé's and the Oprahs of the world, but the reality is black people only possess about 5% of the nation's wealth. 5%. And while whites have 61% of the wealth, Asians have 28% of the wealth, Hispanics have 6% of the wealth, and we have 5%. Along with Jay-Z, Beyonce, all those people that we think, we doing something. We are doing something, but we're not doing enough. And for the parents out there, encourage your children to be entrepreneurs and not just, workers. While we need workers, we need entrepreneurs right now to employ other black people and so on and so forth. Because it's not just about us.
Exactly.
Right now.
Yeah.
Like I said, we have the spending power. 1.1 trillion. Let's stop begging for acceptance.
Yeah.
Asians, we wish you the best. But y'all gonna have to get the coupon.
Like,
and we gonna have to start spending that money with our own people,
in our
you
own
know,
community, because like you said earlier, it doesn't come back to us.
Right.
When we put that money in, it's not.
Girl, I saw something online that said our money stays in our community for 6 hours before it's out in someone else's. 6 hours.
Is it? What is it? Is it the Jewish and the Amish? I think it like.
The Jewish, it stays in theirs a lot longer. Asians, the most.
The most.
So it's black people with 6 hours, and then yeah, and I think white is like 60 or 30 days.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, so it goes from hours to like a month.
That don't make
You know what I mean? And then I think if I'm remembering correctly, don't quote me on this because I didn't have that study memorized. But yeah, first is black, which is 6 hours. Then it's white. Then it's like Jewish or whatever, and then at the bottom is Asian.
That don't make no sense.
Because they have their own community. They have little Chinatown.
They do, and then they like employ within their like the ones running the carry outs and stuff like that. That's like family owned.
Yes.
The Hispanics, even like working in DC, and you see them on the food trucks and stuff like that. Those are usually family, oriented businesses, and it's like black people. We could be doing so much more of this.
But we can work, right? A lot of us have jobs. If you can work 8 hours a day for someone else, you can, after you work for 8 hours, you can come home and give yourself at least 2.
Yeah.
At least 2 or 3 to work on your dream. And investing that time in yourself. And eventually you can like wean yourself off the plantation. It's really, it's a lot of work. Yeah, it's a lot of work, but it's a lot of rewards too. Because at the end of the day, you can't pass that job to your children. And guess what? These Asians can pass it down to their children, generation after generation, and you don't want your kid to be another person, buying into another person's tuition for their kids,
and you struggling,
and you're struggling. You can't even put your child through college.
Like shit.
In the process.
Yeah. We do. We have to get better.
We're going to do it. These are reasons to boycott Asian businesses.
Simple.
And it's not personal. All my Asians, what's up? It's not personal, it's business. And we have to take care of our own business as black people, But thank you so much, Eve, for coming on the show. Everybody, check out her website again.
Yes.
Get some art. Or take a look at it or whatever.
Yeah.
Browse through it.
You can find me anywhere on social media.
Yes.
So, and then, like, I'm always posting about any up-and-coming events or whatever.
Yes.
So, any support is always welcome. Even if you just visit my page, it's always welcome. And I don't bite.
Yeah. Yes. All right, y'all. So, thank you so much for tuning in to the Sabrae Show Live. But, yeah, subscribe for updates on the show. And if you subscribe, it'll alert you to when we have uploaded a new show. So, see y'all next week. Have a good week.